And Sunrise continues at 7:17 with the next in our series of interviews about the local solar power companies. Scott Paul joins us from Hoku Corporation, and you're about to power up one of your larger projects.
That's right. Next week we're going to be commissioning our 1.18 megawatt project out at the Kapolei Sustainable Energy Park.
It's interesting how some of these projects are just getting bigger and bigger, because you've got another one in the pipeline that's going to dwarf this one, yes?
That's right. So the next project we're working on with D.R. Horton is the 5 megawatt Ho'opili project out on the Ewa Plain.
Mm-hmm. And what's the situation with this? This isn't actually going to be on houses, it's on open land.
That's right. So what D.R. Horton has done, which is very unique in their development industry, is to think about photovoltaics on the front end of a development, to develop what we're calling community integrated photovoltaics. So this is a solar farm that is designed to power and offset a portion of the power that's needed to develop an entirely new community, which is an entirely unique approach to land development.
Now, does this mean that when the community is completed, it will own this or have the use of the power? How will it work?
Well, the way the power will be used is it'll be fed onto the power grid. So it'll be fed onto HECO's grid, and the owner of the system would negotiate with HECO for a rate to sell that power directly to them. But what it does is it offsets the power that we might need from an oil-fired power plant to otherwise power a new community.
One of the things that makes solar power a little bit complicated for the layman is that there's so many different ways you can get it. We've got a couple of business models where you can install it and then somebody else just takes care of it. You can install it and own it and take care of everything and just let them use the power. Do any of these business models seem to be taking over, or are they all thriving?
Many of them are thriving. It really depends on the segment. For a homeowner, somebody who owns their own home, who has good credit, who has some equity on their home, they might be able to lease a PV power system, providing some security in their home to a lessor, and just pay a lease rate, which is going to be less than what they would be paying for the utility power. But for businesses, typically they're either going to buy the system or they're going to negotiate a power purchase agreement with somebody else who might own the system and just sell them the electricity at a reduced rate. But they get the green power and they get the savings.
Everybody I've spoken to so far, some of your arch rivals and brethren, I guess both, they're all expecting that 2012 will be a year of substantive growth. What do you anticipate?
We already are seeing, based on our pipeline, growth in 2012, growth in utility scale projects here in Hawaii as well as on the mainland. The residential market has really exploded in Hawaii and beyond, and we see continuing growth in the solar market.
Are you hiring?
We are hiring, yes, absolutely.
How many employees have you got now?
We have more than 30 employees in our solar business, all here in Hawaii, and we've expanded to the mainland already. We have an office in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles,
yes.
Okay. And you use a lot of contractors as well, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's Scott Paul from Hoku Corporation, a homegrown solar power company, and the same outfit which in another division is also building that polysilicon plant in Idaho that makes the business ingredient for some widely used solar panels. Taizo, you've got traffic?